So this particular generator I had stopped at earlier. The call was because it had a red light on the end. It's red now because I have it off. But the cause was under voltage. So before I did any other repairs, because it was calling for change the oil, check the spark plugs, check the air filter over there, I wanted to make sure that the generator was actually generating the right power. There's a couple different reasons they can do under voltage. One is they were rolling to a stop when it got the alarm or something. The other could be brushes on the end of the generator. This section here is the generator. And of course you could have a bad winding in the generator. So it wouldn't start. So when this opened up, the stepper motor controls that. I stuck my finger down in there and that created a vacuum enough to draw gas through the gas regulator way in the back. And it started and ran. I let it go a week or two, and it's been running the exercises, so it shouldn't be the stepper switch. That should be good because it's been running since it's had gas pulled through it. The voltage is good on this particular generator. I just check in those two holes. And it was developing more than enough, which it usually does. I could have also pulled the front off of that and checked where the generator ties in. But that was a little easier. I didn't have to do anything but open the door. But trying to hold the camera and use my meter, which rolled down the hill, it was a little difficult. So I started doing the oil change, and I don't know if you can see it, but it looks kind of like chocolate milk. So it's got a little water in it. It's probably been in there a long time. I didn't see any note saying when it was last service. So it's anybody's guess. So I'm just going to service it. I'll pull that battery out. These are kind of difficult. If you see the way this is, that comes out flat, then it bevels. Well, that battery, you have to pick it up, kick it a little bit to get it to come out. They're usually a pain in the butt. But I need to get a date on that because I want this to start right and everything else once I'm done. 90% of the repair calls are bad batteries. But and in the past I've talked about circular air filters. That's a circular air filter. In here there's a puddle of water on top of this, and both sides. That little hole is where it gets in on this particular unit. On other units it comes in from somewhere else. And I don't think, oh yeah, in there is the hose that ties back into the like valve covers to where the water would get in. But they can mess up a generator too, so I wipe them out dry. If it turns to ice, I get that out. There's usually a little bit of oil in with it. Might be where the water came from to get in that oil. If it got, because this right here is where your air and your gas come in and mix. And the stepper motor controls the speed because these operate at 3,600 RPM to develop 240 volts at 60 cycles. My voltage was a little high, my cycles was a little high, but there's no load on the generator. It's not powering anything. It's just basically idling. So with all that, I'm gonna pop off that oil filter, pop in that new one, check that battery. Filter looked good. Check her all out, but there's no big problems, no costly problems, so I'm going to go ahead with the oil change. I just want it to be for imprint certain.